Hello people who cannot sit at home, thank you so much for being here. This video is our annual road trip to Lake Huron. I absolutely love Lake Huron. It's, in my opinion, the prettiest lake of Ontario. So there's definitely lots to show you, but this video specifically, I want to concentrate on some of the best restaurants, in my opinion, in Ontario. I've posted these restaurants on TikTok and Instagram, and people went crazy over it. Like, one of the videos is almost pushing 1 million views. It's crazy. So definitely there's a lot of interest in these specific restaurants that I'm going to highlight. There's about 4 of them. So yes, let's go. Let me show you all of these places and restaurants. And so that you can see where we are heading, over here I'm showing you all of the stops. This map is going to be also down below. You can click on it and follow. Basically, we're heading west towards the Lake Huron shore, and number 1 stop is Anna May's restaurant. We're kind of going, so it's about 2 hours, like an hour and a half from Toronto, west of Toronto. We're kind of going further, and then we're going to go a little bit backwards to St. Jacobs. So this restaurant and You Gotta Eat Here was there, like that show. It's an amazing restaurant. It actually got over 300,000 views on TikTok just recently, so definitely there's so much interest in it. This is a Mennonite establishment, and the food is so homemade, so lovely. The ladies, the server ladies, are dressed in like the most adorable outfits, and over here is their chicken and the roast beef, I think. Yes, roast beef. And you choose 2 sides for your main, and they also have the most amazing pies. And over here is the coconut pie, which was also great. My favorite was just anything, their pie and their cheesecake with the peach. Those are excellent. Anyway, amazing restaurant, highly recommended. St. Jacobs Market, so that's the number 2 stop, going a little bit backwards. So this is about 15 minutes from Anna May's restaurant. This market is really famous. I would say I'm 50-50 on it. I wouldn't say that it's as amazing as everybody says it is. Nothing negative about this market. It's just it's extremely full during weekend. If you can go there on a weekday, I think that experience will be much better, but it's extremely full. It does have a lot of cool things, but it is a market, so if we're doing a road trip, so I can't really buy a lot of stuff in terms of food. But what they do have really cool that's at this market are a number of food places. But before getting to the food places, we actually went upstairs, checked out some of the cutest little vendors. Over here, Labubu soaps, the bath bombs. And over here I ran into this like 3D printing place. They also had some really cool puzzles that I got as a present for holidays. Anyway, really cool stuff. So when you go downstairs at the market, there are a number of kind of places all close together. So here's the chips place. These are also Mennonite. And for like $3 you get a bag of chips. We got the dill pickle, and we got, I think it's like fully loaded. The dill pickle was so-so, but the fully loaded one were really good. They also have like the nacho where they put stuff on top, and I definitely do recommend this place. And right across from it there's like a lot of sweets and bakery. Then there was a huge lineup for apple fritters. That seems to be a big thing here as well. I have not tried, so I can't say much, but I know a lot of people say that it's really good. And then there's also the peddlers market, which is again just more stuff, more food stuff. They had over here handmade pretzels. Anyway, you will at least spend an hour or 2 at the St. Jacobs Market, but be prepared that it's a lot of people. Oh, and outside we found the Dubai chocolate strawberry situation, whatever that is, which is strawberries with a lot of milk chocolate and the pistachio filling. Highly recommend it if you have not tried it. I basically try to eat it anytime I ran into it because I just love this combination. There's just something about the crunchiness of that pistachio paste, the chocolate, and the freshness of strawberries. So good. And yes, definitely there is the market, lots of fruits, lots of flowers. It's a definitely beautiful market. But as I mentioned, we don't really have a cooler. I mean, you could take a cooler, right? And drive with the cooler if you want to, buy fruits. And the prices are decent. The prices are really good. So then on our way towards Huron, we actually stopped over at the Hopeville Kite Festival. It was about, I think it was 3:30, and the festival was supposed to end at 5, but we saw just two kites. I wanted to include it because they were really cool, especially that big one, that rotating one. But I do wish we either arrived earlier or they had more stuff happening. There were smaller kites over here up in the air, but they were so tiny. Anyway, I have mixed feelings about this event, but that's probably because we showed up too late. So Kincardine is where we are staying. That's our spot number 3. It is roughly about, yeah, it's about at least 2.5 to 3 hours from Toronto. Townie Place Suites by Marriott is the place we stayed at. Highly recommend this hotel. Very, very good hotel. Really nice people that run it. Very clean. I think it's fairly new. They have breakfast. I'm going to show you what kind of breakfast. They had a swimming pool. And also this is really close to Kincardine that you can walk around. Here's the room. It's actually a little suite with a mini kitchen and a fridge and very nice bathroom. This is the Kincardine kind of main pier. The weather was so that day, but still look at the water color. It's like lighter than the sky and more turquoisey than the sky. That's really interesting in my opinion. On Saturdays, certain Saturdays, they have parades. You need to look at the schedule for that on the website, on the city's website. And we managed to run into some kind of parade of the parades because they had a bunch of cities playing the bagpipes. I know nothing about bagpipes, but it was really cool to see different people, different towns of Ontario playing bagpipes, and it's definitely quite the art. So here's the morning of the next day, and let me quickly show you the hotel, the breakfast at the hotel, and this is the kitchen area. So coffees, teas, different juices, we have yogurts, different kind of cereal, very nice. And my favorite area, the hot food, we have scrambled eggs, chicken nuggets, the hash browns over there. And here is the breakfast. And yes, sausages too. There's just something I absolutely adore when you wake up and you don't have to worry about finding breakfast. It's one of my favorite things. And this is the marina of Kincardine, just in the morning. The beach is also right there. A lunatic, cool name for the boat. We decided to just kind of greet the morning in this way by being on the beach. While we were at the beach, we noticed there are two guys surfing. Rarely do I see surfing in Ontario, so that was nice. The waves are pretty small, but still, they were working it. And here's just a cool view of when we were driving by a road that's very close to the water. There's just something about these roads that come close to the water. So up next we have another really cool cafe that I want to talk to you about, that I want to show you. This is, well, the cats are just adorable. And this cafe was actually closed when we were here. This is Coastal Cafe. And it is a cafe that's inside of a church, which I think is so cool that, you know, people, instead of not using a space, they're using it for something other than the uses. I've been to a Airbnb in a church, and I haven't actually been to a cafe in a church, and these guys are closed on Sunday, and this was a Sunday, but they are open on Saturdays and some days of the week as well. Let me show you how it looks inside from the Google Maps. Definitely really beautiful. Love how they kind of outfitted it into looking nice and cool. Definitely somewhere someday I will visit. So stop number 5, Goderich, the city of Goderich. Love this city. It's a gorgeous city. There are a number of restaurants that I'm going to talk to you about that's here as well. But I think this is a salt mine. We're over here. It's pretty much in the center of the town. Again, turquoise water, beautiful, beautiful waters of Lake Huron. Here is their beach, main beach. The only little thing about this beach is that you do have to pay for parking, so just watch out for that. That's a new development. Here is downtown Goderich. It has a number of bakeries, cafes, stores. There's a market usually on the weekend in the middle of it. Very kind of happening place. So this is Culbert's Bakery. I've been here a number of times. It never disappoints. We're almost at the end of the morning, so there's just like few cookies. The main donuts are already gone. They are known for their donuts and their cookies and just, you know, so many things. So here is the donut. Let's sample it. Pretty sure I got the strawberry one. Yes, very, very good. Surf's Up. This was on my previous stop, but I wanted to include this. This is another place in Goderich, and at first it's just like a surfer kind of store, but then when you go to the back of it, there's a half pipe, and I just thought that that was so cool. You can see sometimes the skater guys and girls skate, so that's a really unique coffee shop in my opinion. Now we're heading to the Beach Street Station restaurant. This is located in an old train station, and really love this restaurant. Here's the menu. And look at this view. It goes right onto the Lake Huron. Gorgeous view. Here's how it looks inside the restaurant. In the colder months, of course, I would suggest you sit in here. It's also very unique as it's an old train station. Definitely very grand and beautiful. Food-wise, for lunchtime, we had my boyfriend had the brisket sandwich and fries. I had shrimp. I had fish tacos. Both were really good. I remember being here for dinner though, and that was really, really good. Like more, you know, a little better than lunchtime. I don't know if they have different cooks. And again, really gorgeous view. And over here we have spent some time on the beach, just kind of relaxing. I actually sworn to secrecy about this particular location, so just look at the map around Bayfield, town of Bayfield, and you will see a number of beaches and just choose one of them. This over here is Out of the Blue Seafood Market. I highly recommend it. This is another restaurant that I highly recommend. It has the freshest seafood, fish and chips, so good, very not oily. And typically they have a daily special that's about $10. So this is the Brentwood waterfront retreat. We stayed here for our second night. I have mixed reviews about this place because even though the view, just look at this view, oh my gosh, it's absolutely gorgeous. The actual resort is a bit outdated. If you like the view, if you want to stay here for the view, and I think you should, just the view itself is gorgeous, and if the price is right, do stay. But yeah, they could use a renovation for sure. In the evening, we went to Grand Bend. By the way, the Brentwood Resort is kind of close to Grand Bend already. Grand Bend is very dynamic town. I would say if you want to go for a drink or for something for snack, that would be the place. And look at the amount of people at the beach. It's yeah, it's a lot of people compared to the beach, the one before where there was pretty much nobody. This is a very kind of happening place. The parking is paid over here, but overall, if you like the loud kind of vibe, this is it. If you want more of a quiet place, I would suggest even the Pinery Provincial Park, which is really not far from here too, something a little more quieter. They also had the coolest looking mini pot over here. I love the dinosaur theme. I'm pretty sure it's Jurassic Park or dinosaur, and lots of steam coming everywhere. Anyway, it's a really cool city. If you are interested in checking it out, you definitely should. So here's the morning of the next day. I just want to quickly show you the downstairs of the Brentwood Resort. And over here at the bottom we have a swinging bed. I've never tried swinging bed, but it was a lot of fun. So we are continuing our road trip, and I really liked this little what is it called, like side of the road little stand. I love those little stands. So Pinecroft restaurant is the spot number 9. So this place, it's very unique. It actually got over 900,000 views on my TikTok, that recent TikTok that I posted. So there's a lot of interest. So yes, this is the restaurant to check out. It took me actually a couple of years to get here because this is in Aylmer, and if you look at the map, it's about 3 hours from Toronto. So it's not the easiest to get to, but definitely worth it. So originally this was a pottery store. Oh, and by the way, definitely do book a reservation before coming here. Definitely. We didn't, and we had to wait about 45 minutes, which wasn't a problem because they have a nice store. They have a whole area outside. Over here, I'm just showing you the pottery store. And here's the pond that's outside. You can, I think, do like almost a whole circle around it, or at least half a circle, that's for sure. Beautiful flowers, lots of frogs over there. And this is how it looks on the inside. It's like the most magical fairy tale, pretty, it's just so adorable. Definitely done with a lot of love, you can tell. And the fact that it's all in the woods, it's really cool too. You can sit outside. We definitely want to sit out inside because, you know, less bugs. Here's the food. Their shrimp salmon combination over there. Oh my gosh, you have to get that. It was unbelievably amazing. I had a crepe with, I think, also seafood. The crepe I would give about 7 out of 10. It was nice, but it was a little too mushy for me. But the shrimp dish, oh my gosh, so good. And they also had really nice desserts. We got this pie with different berries, and over here is the lime cheesecake. Both were really good. Pie I liked a little more. Anyway, it's an amazing, amazing restaurant. I highly recommend it. Number 10, Gunn's Hill Artisan Cheese. This is in Oxford County. There's a whole cheese trail. I actually done a video. I'm going to post it somewhere right now on the screen about this cheese trail that you can do in Ontario. You need your cooler. You need to make sure that you have the cooler so that you can buy all the cheese you want. And trust me, you will want all of the cheese. So Gunn's Hill is one of the biggest ones. You walk in and you can ask them to sample their like best sellers. The Five Brothers is one of the best cheeses I've ever had. You have to at least try Five Brothers and buy it. I always buy it. So Moo Brew is another one. It's a coffee cheese. So we got a bunch of things. Let me show you what we got. So this is what we got. Here's the stack. We got Five Brothers, really famous cheese. $8, really, really good cheese. They're pretty much highlight. We got Dark Side of the Moo. So Dark Side Chocolate Stout. Very cool. This is Moo Brew, which is essentially the semi-soft cheese that is coffee flavored. We tried it over there. It was amazing. And this is Oxford Harvest Garlic Chives. $8. Oh yes, very, very nice. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you thought about it down below. Also over here, I'm gonna post a previous year's road trip to Lake Huron. Also check it out if you're gonna be going on Lake Huron trips to make sure that you know all of the highlights, all of the gems on the way there. Thank you so much for watching. Please, of course, subscribe. Only like 7% of people that watch me subscribe to me. It's crazy, which means that a lot of people watch me but are not subscribed. Please subscribe. It just helps to push the channel further and grow it, and yeah, it makes me feel good. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you next time. Bye.